Well, a little different week with a little different wrinkle.
Yeah, no, we have a bye, which was good because we had a lot of injuries. Probably some guys wouldn't have played if we had to play last week. But we're getting everybody back, and it doesn't take too much, I don't think, for TCU to get up for this game. It doesn't take much for us to get up for this game.
Yeah, talk about getting ready for this team and the challenges, the biggest challenge involved here.
Well, the biggest challenge is I think they're the best defense, one of the best defenses in the country. They do a great job with their scheme, and they got good players. And their quarterback is playing better and better also.
It's a team that's moved into the Big 12. We all know facing another Big 12 team. Talk about that, and are they the same old SMU or TCU from the past? From your
well, they do a great job. They do a great job with their schemes, both sides of the ball. They're very well coached, and they've recruited to their offense and to their defense. And you know, they've got some challenges ahead of them going to the Big 12. But they seem to be very, very focused and playing hard.
Yeah, I guess my question was, how have they changed as they endeavor to take on this new Big 12 challenge?
I don't think they've, you know, they do what they do, you know, and that's why they're good. And they'll do it in the Big 12 just like they did it in two different conferences, you know, for them before they got in there. Gary does a good job. Their coaches do a good job. And I think they got to be excited about that new conference.
Memories from last year. What do you remember from
well, last year, you know, winning on the road is always tough wherever you go. But, you know, they're going to come in here. They've got revenge on their mind, I'm sure. They're going to play probably their best game of the year.
What do you think that meant to the players here last year?
Well, for us, you know, it was a big win. You know, we haven't competed with BCS teams very often, and this is a BCS team. Pitt was one, the TCU was one, and we competed with them. You know, we've got a ways to go still, but I think our kids are working hard, and we're getting better as we go along.
See a little more involvement from the community. I see signs and stuff. There's a campaign for signs and t-shirts.
You know, I don't follow that too much. I know the last, you know, like I said, I think this game and the last one, the people show up. You know, they come, and they'll come from Fort Worth, and they'll come from Dallas.
After last year's game, stuff was said. Did you guys ever talk or anything? I know
Yeah, we did.
You and stuff.
Yeah, we did. We played golf out Pebble Beach in May, and so you know, Gary's a good guy, good coach.
It's kind of crazy the way it ended. You said,
yeah, well, it's frustrating.
You have a sellout this year, so.
Yeah, it's frustrating whenever you lose. Just like for us, it's frustrating when you lose. And they haven't lost many games over there.
I mean, can a team use that for motivation a year later at all?
You know, I don't think so. You know, TCU is TCU, and that's the motivation been since I've been here. You know, we were 1-11 the first year, and we competed with them right through the first half of that game over there in the rain. And you know, that something happens when TCU comes. Either we go there or they come here. They've been battling for 100 years.
That's kind of a fun way, though, to have it, isn't it? A rivalry. You always have little
It's always good to have rivalries. Yeah, it is.
You've been here for a while now, so how heated do you feel the rivalry is?
You know, it's better to ask the kids. It's a game to me. You know, just like all of them are. Just like last week was a game, this week's a game. The kids, obviously, I think over the years of being here, you know, have a little bit different competitiveness in that game, it seems like. And that goes back to before I was here.
Offense, how you looking this week?
Yeah, Jordan practiced today, so we're getting back healthy. Zach is back in there, and those two guys probably wouldn't have played last week. So, you know, feel like we're getting a little closer every week.
How do you feel your secondary matches up with TCU's array of receivers? They have everybody from Boyce to Dawson.
Yeah, they've got they play a lot of different personnel groupings, and they do a real good job with their scheme. But you know, we'll play what we play, and hopefully we can make some plays and knock the ball out and get some turnovers, because the momentum of the game is going to be what changes that, and that usually happens with TCU in special teams, or it happens in turnovers.